We join this match already in progress. JV Vernola with you. Another quarantine dream. This is the Slave to the Deathmatch 7 final. As you see, Mosh Pit Mike taking that sign to the skull of JD Horror. Adam Bueller taking a chair from Chewy Martinez in the other end of the ring. Martinez and Mosh Pit Mike, of course, tag team partners up and down most places. They are enemies here, but you gotta wonder if that teamwork will come in to play any point here. A wiffle ball bat looked like it was wrapped in barbed wire from Mosh Pit Mike to JD Horror. Bueller fighting back against Martinez right now. Bueller already open and bleeding everywhere. Mosh Pit Mike is sent into the barbed wire fence and takes a steel chair with glass on it to the face. Horror has that glass chair again and stomps on the back. And right again to the small of the back there. And Chewy Martinez looks like he's got some electrified light bulbs. They are lit right across the back of Bueller. You can see him screaming in pain right now. JD Horror has a goalie stick wrapped in barbed wire. It is sheer pandemonium here at Slave to the Deathmatch 7. And you can see Horror just driving that barbed wire into Mosh Pit Mike. Mosh Pit Mike at this point in time has been in all 7 tournaments. JD Horror beating the drum slowly. Mosh Pit Mike kicks it into JD Horror. It looks like turnabout may be fair play here with this chain link fence wrapped in barbed wire. Adam Bueller going to town on Chewy Martinez. And Mosh Pit Mike looks like he has something sadistic planned. Bueller again driving things into the head of Martinez. And Mosh Pit Mike with the chair across the back of both Bueller and Martinez. That is shattered and broken glass glued onto that steel chair. All kinds of damage. All 4 of these men, this is the 3rd death match they've been in this evening. You can see Bueller probably pulling shards of glass out of him. I don't even want to describe what I just saw right there. It was brutal. That is all you need to know. JD Horror is still trying to get to his feet. Referee Chef checking on Martinez. Mosh Pit Mike again with that wiffle bat. All 4 of these men are already bleeding. They were probably bleeding from earlier competition, but there is DNA all over the ring. And JD Horror now. Mosh Pit Mike doing what he can to try to fight out of this situation. Horror not really letting him until that shot to the midsection from Mosh Pit Mike. And Mosh Pit Mike going to work here on Horror. Horror answering with forearms of his own though. Northern Light suplex onto the barbed wire from Mosh Pit Mike. Chewy Martinez just threw something into the face of Adam Buell and then bashed him on the head with that snare drum. And now with the barbed wire wrap goalie stick. Sawing it into Bueller almost there was Martinez. There's action all over the watering bowl here at Slave to the Deathmatch 7. This, of course, the no mat kitchen sink final. Basically anything they can find and get their hands on, they're going to use in this one. Martinez gets that hockey stick blocked by Mosh Pit Mike. Horror's still crawling around, feeling the effects of that Northern Lights. Martinez and Mosh Pit Mike fighting on the apron now. DDT onto the concrete from Mosh Pit Mike. Martinez has to be dead. No idea how the man is still moving right now. This is incredible action here.
How many of them are left? Can't see shit now.
Mosh back to his feet. Trying to get the action back into the ring. Martinez having none of it though. Trying to drag Mosh back down. Dragging that against the forehead of Mosh. And again with the goalie stick wrapped in barbed wire. This has been utilized in many a slave tournament by this point. Horror now back on his feet going after Mosh Pit Mike.
Martinez willing to do anything.
Big chop there from JD Horror.
He wants you to cheer for him now and then try to fuck him later if you're a girl.
Martinez standing alone in the ring. He has that glass chair. And listen to the fans here at the watering hole.
JD Horror with that chair. Chewy with the chair. Horror with the chair on the floor.
Oh, taking that chair across the back of Adam Bueller. You can see Bueller screaming in pain. Martinez has him up. Body slam right onto that chair. Buell feeling the effects of that one. Wiping the blood out of his eyes to see better. There was Bueller, and he sees Chewy coming right for him. Not a welcome sight. Bueller doing what he can to fight back right now. Shots to the midsection. Closed fist is legal as a headlock here. And a big suplex right onto the barbed wire and the chain link fence. Turnabout being fair play. Bueller going for the count. 2. Able to kick out is Martinez.
Referee could be an extra in both a pirate movie.
There are road signs, barbed wire chain link fences, barbed wire hockey sticks, a steel chair with glass glued onto it, all kinds of weapons of destruction here. And oh my goodness! Mosh Pit Mike slamming Bueller like a rag doll. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Bueller able to kick out. Mosh Pit Mike getting a face full of road sign for his trouble though. All 4 of these men, no stranger to death matches.
Some people staple a mohawk like that to their wrestling mask.
Although Bueller only in his 2nd year of deathmatch competition at this point. And Horror looks like he has some bad intentions with that fishing rod. Definitely has some bad intentions. Looks like he got hooked himself by Bueller.
It might be a better idea to be hooked on phonics rather than to have a fish put through your fucking eyeball.
Bueller now with the fishing reel and rod. Looks like he's gonna get him a giant fish here in the shape of JD Horror. That is not the kind of body piercing you want. JD Horror can definitely attest to. And Bueller has definitely hooked himself a big one here. trying to reel him in. Avoids JD Horror's clothesline there, brings him down with a modified ace crusher. And now he's got half a broken light tube, looking like he wants to break the rest of it or maybe take a chunk of Horror's forehead. And that's exactly what he's doing right now.
If you don't want to die, move. Quite the
And
opposite of
Bueller winds up getting that light tube broken.
your boy KG here on the stairs. Slave to the Deathmatch 7. This is Primo.
And that is a table covered in barbed wire that Chewy Martinez
This is fucking madness.
has
The
brought
commentary
into
couch
the match.
Has been banished. Horror with the cover. Bueller kicks out.
Mosh Pit Mike taking a trash can to
This
the
is
head.
fucking anarchy. And we're quite far from the UK.
That table getting set up. Definitely some bad intentions there. The cameraman even having to get out of the way for his own safety at this point.
Look at this.
Behind the scenes look at the media table for Pritos.
They're taking this to another level.
JD Horror looks like he's got bad intentions for Adam Bueller right now. Slams him onto the barbed wire chain link. Here's a cover. 1, 2. You can see Bueller barely kick out there and Chef get his 2 count hand up. Martinez throwing trash cans into the ring. They clock JD straight in the head.
Culminating to this main event tonight, the blood we've seen inside and outside the watering hole. Thank you so much for hosting this annual Slave to the Deathmatch tournament.
Martinez setting up the implements of destruction how he likes, and Mosh Pit Mike has had enough of it
Mosh
though.
Pit Mike pulling Chewy Martinez out to the floor. All 4 competitors on the floor right now. Chewy and Mosh.
All 4 men on the floor. Bueller just laid out, has to have bled at least 2 pints by this point. Horror looks like he has Bueller right where he wants him. On the other side of the ring, or the other side of the floor rather, Martinez and Mosh Pit Mike, neither one of these men wanting to go through that barbed wire table. Martinez laid across it though by Mosh Pit Mike.
Mike, what the fuck are you doing?
And oh my goodness.
Mosh Pit Mike climbing up high atop the water.
Mosh Pit Mike up on that railing. Big senton onto the table through the barbed wire. Mosh Pit Mike showing why he wants to be slave to the deathmatch. Referee checking on both men now. Mike trying to wave him off. Mosh Pit Mike was the winner. That was a cover.
Direct from the 505. Mosh Pit Mike.
The only real juggalo in New Mexico. Mosh Pit Mike winning his first Slave to the Death match. You can see some streamers flying here from the folks at the watering bowl.
And one woman entered. One man stands tall.
Mosh Pit Mike standing tall
Who wrestled tonight? And show your love for our
at the end of Slave to the Death match 7.
fucking Mike. Neither Chewy Martinez or Mosh Pit Mike's been able to get up.
No one can move right now.
Both men now Mosh Pit
Mike up to his feet though. There he is, the Slave to the Deathmatch 7 champion.
Chewy Martinez is trapped in the barbed wire. The streamers are flowing in.
Martinez still trapped in the barbed wire. You can see some members of the locker room trying to get him out of that barbed wire.
Martinez is caught in the wire. And Mosh Pit Mike is trying to make it to that trophy.
The crowd here at the watering bowl, though, chanting for your winner, Mosh Pit Mike. You see the streamers in the ring. You see that beautiful trophy. It's almost as tall as Mike. It might be taller than Mike, and Mike is a tall individual. Slave to the Deathmatch 7 champion, Mosh Pit Mike. And after putting the man through a barbed wire table, you almost have to be a Deathmatch winner there. All 4 men gave it their all, tip of the caps.
Slave to the Deathmatch tournament ever. When you look at all the entrants, everyone was amazing, man. Give it up for Mosh Pit Mike.
There you see Mike being congratulated by Adam Bueller. Looks like JD Horror about to get back in the ring as well. Martinez getting back to his feet under his own power. All 4 of these men absolutely beaten to a pulp.
Holy fucking shit! First and foremost, give it up for everybody tonight that performed. Give it up for the watering goal for that. Let's do some fucking crazy shit like this, okay? Give it up to the people we flew in. We hold in Rey Mysterio, Sing Sing, KG, Steve Carino, the King of Old School. Give it up for them. Thank you all the entrants in the tournament. It is with great pleasure that I announce Mosh Pit Mike, the Slave to the Deathmatch champion, 7th annual.